Hey everyone, Aaron here with a fresh new review, and yes, I got my hands on the holy grail of DJ column speakers, the EV50. Now don't you worry, I'm going to do a fair and unbiased review of this speaker, but first a word from our sponsor. I gotta wear the shirt? Okay, if you're... Can't see the shirt? Stick to the script, okay. Hi, Aaron here from Aaron's channel. If you are looking for a column array speaker to do your DJ work, look no further than Bose. All the other speakers are bullshit. I can't say that. You can't make me say this. And this is why you don't get free shit, Aaron. I think one of the main draws that all columns have are how easy they are to set up and how light they are, especially if you are a single op DJ. These kind of speakers are just perfect for us because you can throw them in the back of your SUV or your car. You're good to go. Same thing applies to the EV50. This thing sets up really fast. All you gotta do is put the sub down, grab the pole that comes in the bag and attach it to the sub, put the top on. That was easy. Getting this thing up, as you could see, was super quick, super easy. I really like the bag, how it kind of comes out right from the front. And, you know, 3 pieces. Sub, pole, and then the top. Sub weighs about 45 pounds. Altogether, it weighs 65 pounds. Inside the top speaker, you've got 8 3.5-inch drivers, which I will add. And I'm gonna do a versus video coming up soon too. These are like the biggest speakers besides the Mauis that are out there. 3.5 inches are bigger than the Bose and bigger than the J8s. The sub is 12 inches and it's not gonna produce any brown notes.
Oh no, Targo's taking us downtown to Browntown. The brown note! Yo, McCoy!
But it will give you a nice low end. If you want a sub cover, they have a slip cover that you can buy, which is about 50 bucks. Or they got the roller bag, which I think is a great option. Got some wheels on the bottom, it's got a handle. Sub fits right inside. Zip it up, you're ready to roll. I did a sound test with this in my office / studio just to kind of, you know, I never heard him before in real life. And I was very sort of skeptical, you know, like, come on, EV, what is the hype about? Right away, I noticed something that I haven't heard in any other of the columns, and that is just how bright and how good the hi-hats sound. So I'm a drummer, so I can hear that right away. Hi-hats sound amazing.
Just the other night, she was gripping on me tight, screaming Hercules.
Very, very Lizzo. You know what I mean? Like very, very Workaholics. Low end, I dropped down, tried to hear the low end, and yeah, it was a good compliment to the top speaker. I really, really like that top speaker sound. Is it because the speakers are a little bit bigger, the 3.5 inch, as opposed to the 2 inch that you get with the Bose and the J8s? I don't know. Man, there's some sort of science involved there. I'm not a gynecologist, so I can't answer that. What's it cost? Right now, they are $16.99, and that is with all of this 2022 price hiking bullshit that is going on. They come in black and in white. Luckily for you, the 50 is in stock most places that I looked. I feel like you're not gonna have a hard time getting them. But if you go on some websites, if you buy them together, they'll give you a $2 discount. What are the applications for the EV50? I believe that this system is set up and built for the singer-songwriter, a band, and the mobile DJ. This is where we get into the muddy water. Is this speaker good enough for wedding DJs? Here's what I've seen. There are so many of you out there that have used this for that application, meaning that you are not just using this for ceremony, you are setting this up as your reception speaker, cranking these up during the dance, and they are getting the job done. Leave me in the comments if you are one of those DJs people want to know. I think we can safely say that they are indeed doing the job, but it all comes down and back to, what do you want? What do you want to do? You want to melt faces? You want to give people thumping all night long? You want to rattle the chandelier? Then you got to get an 18-inch sub and 15-inch tops, and that will do the job. But you've got an 18-inch sub, which probably weighs 150 pounds, and you've got big top speakers, which probably weigh 50, 60 pounds a piece, and you're breaking your back. So this is the thing that I love about columns, is that they built them for the mobile DJ, because we're moving a lot. I'm doing over 50 weddings this year. I am very appreciative of my column array speakers that I know I can set up, tear down in minutes be in and out of a space if I need to. That's a huge advantage, and I believe that that's built into the price. That's why they're priced a little bit more, is because there's some convenience there. One thing that I know that you don't want to find yourself in a situation is where you're at a gig and you just have no juice. You want to make sure that you can get these things to 11.
These go to 11.
Try them out. Rent them from a buddy that has them. See if he'll let you borrow them. Rent them from maybe a local music store. Take them to a gig and make sure that you've got headroom. For those of you who are doing small to medium to even somewhat larger venues where you're not having huge ceilings, you don't have 300 people that you're trying to fill an entire ballroom full of music. You know, these are the weddings that I'm doing. I'm doing weddings that are smaller venues, barns, hotel rooms, where the column arrays have done the job. And I think your 50s, they can do it. But to say that this isn't a good speaker for weddings, I don't agree. I know who's coming after me now. I know who's coming after me for saying this, and it's okay. I've already had him on my show. We're friends. But I'm gonna say it. I like them. Evie also makes another column array speaker called the 30M, which I reviewed right here. You can watch that. I talk about that. Is it too loud for weddings? All the specs, all the good stuff. Have I changed my mind about it? I will talk about that maybe in another video. But if you want to watch a full review of the 30M, click on this video right here, and I'll see you at the next one.